I think you have the role now because of it. Perfect. Molly. Nice. So, when it comes to the troll hero itself, troll doesn't like magical damage. Right? Troll loves to play against hero that will rely on physical damage, in which he's really good at, especially the whirling axis. So seeing the Earth Spirit, if it's me, I will not play Troll if there is Earth Spirit and then Warlock in the enemy, because again, Troll Warlord doesn't like magic damage. Okay, I'm just picking whatever. Yeah, but it's fine. I think it works out. But in the high MMR tiers, Igor, I don't think you can get away with with this kind of pick that you will pick it right away, without even
30 seconds to
thinking their
battle.
first face hero, like magical damage thing. Um, yeah, because if you usually see those kind of heroes, you will get something like, especially against Earth Spirit, you will get something like Slark, Life Stealer, just to dispel or render him useless, right? Because the Earth Spirit is almost magical damage, or most of it, like 90% magical damage, and Troll don't like it.
The battle
So yeah,
begins.
it's gonna be OD and then Earth Spirit and then AFK Earth Spirit. Okay. Why are you just okay? AFK. Block him. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. You're getting a. Of course, we're gonna resume it. Why not? It's a free kill. But it's kind of unfair. But you know, in the when it comes to the ranked matches, MMR is or MMR grinding. Good internet connection is part of the grind. So he's back, rolled in. Okay. So you force him to go for roll. You don't know about the Outworld Destroyer if he has Astral or the Arcane Orb, but you know for sure that the guy has roll. In which in these kind of heroes, since Earth Spirit cannot trade hits or fight, I would go for kick level 1 on the okay. So he went for Astral, right? Astral, yeah. Yeah, if they go on Astral, you can easily deny the range creep like this. Which is good, because, again, he only has the roll on the Earth Spirit, and then the guy went for Astral, in which you can contest the denies. So I'm thinking here that you will get faster level 2 than them. The Grim stole my range. It's fine. It's actually much reliable for him to steal the range creep, just to make sure that it will be secured. I think it's a matter of communication. If you communicated with your Grim, you could tell him that, dude, let me take care of the range if my ruling access is ready or not on cooldown. It's a matter of communication thing. He doesn't even know if you want to secure it. I mute all every game. That's tough. You mute all every game, but do you speak? What's on your mind? Like, tell them what do you want to do? Okay. Well then, if that's the case, it's the Grimstroke's fault. And Grimstroke saw your inventory. You only have like 1 tangle left. Yeah, level 2. They got faster level 2 because of the lane crypt itself, the equilibrium. They push it quickly. And yeah, your item, first item boots, not bad. It's good. Because again, we're talking about Earth Spirit and the OD here, in which if Earth Spirit can go on top of you, you just need to run for your left. You cannot man fight them right now. It's so hard to man fight them right now. Especially when your Grimstroke is playing like this, like playing from behind, soaking experience thing. Why choose Troll this game? He said he only pick whatever he wants, so yeah. I mean, even me, I will not recommend picking Troll because I saw Warlock and Earth Spirit right away in the first phase. It's actually a good way of learning the Troll. Is like just pick it, especially in the first phase. Even if you got countered, you will easily realize the flaws of the hero itself. the hero is not that strong. There is certain criteria in which it will be like, you know, godlike hero. I'm only 3k. Yeah, kind of true. Because everything can work in lower MMR tiers since they don't punish you that much. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Troll doesn't like magical damage. That's why you are kind of getting zoned in here. The Grimstroke cannot actually play as well because he's low in mana. Although you have your mana, but I don't think you will be able to use it like that hard. Creeps. Okay. Last hit, of course. Almost denied. Almost last hitted. You're asking him to pull. I think you're talking to the Grimstroke now. I mean, your idea of having the lane creep equilibrium balance is good, but I don't. But I don't think it will happen in the first place if you guys played better in the first, or if you guys managed to get faster level 2 on them, and then set up the tempo instead of you playing setback, because they have faster level 2 and then you guys get killed, or your troll get killed by them. If you manage to get level 2 than them, you will be the one that will set up the tempo in this lane, because OD only has Arcane Orb, right? And then the guy only has roll, he cannot help. But if the guy has the slow and then the Inkswell, you can go on the OD. You have slow as well. I think the level 2 is really crucial. What about the skill build? It's fine. I don't have any complaints about the skill build. Although, if you want to farm quickly, you can opt to maxing the whirling axis more, because the mana cost is still gonna be the same. Although with the additional points in Berserker's Rage, it will only add additional movement speed. Yeah. Yeah, I can tell as well. Because again, you guys are playing from behind. If you don't have the movement speed, you will die more than this. I saw you went for the boots early on. You recognize that you failed that the lane will be hard. That's good. Good recognition. But but if you guys didn't fail in the level 2, like you got faster level 2 than them, it will not happen in the first place. Instead of running away for your life, you will be the one that will keep on harassing them, and then they will be the one that will run for their lives. Earth Spirit is missing and you guys are not doing anything, especially the Grimstroke. Look at the Grimstroke, he's just soaking experience. Although you don't have any vision, but for sure the Earth Spirit went to the ruins. But yeah, Earth Spirit is backed. At this point, if you're still consider the movement speed, you can go for face boots at this point. But I think you will go for javelin in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Look how strong you are. But the problem is that you are going for the wrong target. It's only a support, you know. The OD is still untouched, still full health. Again, the OD will never run out of mana. So the game will be just a lot harder in here, because you went to the Earth Spirit. I don't know if you guys communicated with which target you should go, but it feels to me that the lane is over. Like they won it. You need to just start jungling here. The lane is good for them. The equilibrium is good. Earth Spirit is missing. Here we go. Yeah, you will go on Earth Spirit again. Although, if you think about this way, Edgar, since the Earth Spirit used all of his spells, right? The roll and then the kick, while the OD is still channeling his Meteor Hammer, you can go to the OD itself, because again, it's the same idea of which one you should be focusing on the actual lane. This guy has 900, although this guy has 1k now. But for the longest time, he's not being pressured at all, right? And then it's gonna be the same thing over and over. It's really costing you the game. I mean, the lane itself, like the first level 2, the first one who gets level 2. This is a really good farming item for you. And then the targeting. Okay, I think you read the thread in here. Like the additional thing, tower protection. It's good. It's a cool trick. SF wants to gank. I'm not sure about this. You don't have any controls. Although you got lucky with the rage, which is good. OD just overextend, and he has no vision as well, or poor map awareness, I could say, because SF has been missing for the longest time, and then he just stayed in here. You can say that go again on this guy with the SF, but he left you. I think it's time for you to get out as well. And just farm your way. You blocked it earlier. Yeah, you can never stay in this lane. Even in bottom, there's the sniper. I don't really think you can get a kill in here. Might as well, you will die in the process. Just go jungle right now. Middle tower. Another thing that I've noticed is that in the first 10 minutes you are not checking the items or the progress of the enemy, especially the OD. You know for sure he will go for the Meteor Hammer, right? But you guys didn't realize that the guy don't have any boots before he completed the Meteor Hammer, right? So if you guys have that info, like this guy has no boots, you can run him down, right? Because the base movement speed is good, don't get me wrong. It's only like 45, 325. But if you have the boots, you guys will have, you specifically will be much faster than him, right? Because you're a troll with the boots, and then his right clicks is nothing. The only way that he can get out is by hiding you through Astral, and then that's it. But he doesn't have the Astral for like until level 3, right? So yeah, he's gonna play it again. It is more efficient to farm with the Maelstrom instead of Battle Fury. So this is what I'm talking about earlier in Discord, like when to go Battle Fury or when to go for Maelstrom. In this game, you really need Maelstrom because you're behind, and then it will really help you farm faster. But the problem is, of course, the mana thing. I also don't like Battle Fury. Okay, but if you want to learn the troll, you need to always consider all of the items that you have in the table. You need to always consider them. Not because you don't like the item doesn't mean you will never buy it. Because there are instances that item will actually win you the game, right? It always depends on the matchups thing, you know. Maelstrom or Mjolnir is good, of course. There's PL, but mana regen wise, you will not be able to accelerate your farming if you're gonna keep on using your mana. Although it's much cheaper, so it's gonna be better in this game. And then you're farming so aggressively with no regards of your positioning. Like, okay, you can see them. OD and Sniper. But I think if Earth Spirit is in here, or just one Earth Spirit or OD or even Warlord can actually force you out of this lane or stop you from farming. Of course, PL will never play against you. He can never fight a troll. Not until he has the Fusel Blade to make sure that you don't have mana. But I think the PL as well is not checking your item or your hero itself. Like earlier, you don't have any mana, even to cast the Whirling Axis, right? He can actually try to kill you at that point. But yeah, you get away with it. It's good. But yeah, in the high MMR tiers, whenever we saw a hero, we will always check their inventory and such. Earth Spirit, you blocked it. Lane Crips. So OD Sniper in bottom. Pause the game. Feeling free, my best. Okay, you're checking the items now. Are you blaming again? Possibly. Recon, okay. Yasha. Okay. I mean, the enemy hero is just passive for me. Like, instead of going back to bottom like their strongest hero, like the OD and the sniper, they should actively go to the top and then take more space for the Radiant team. But yeah, you're getting away with this build. After the laning stage, they decided to just let you free farm. It should not happen. Yeah, Diffusal now. You cannot go in there. Farm. The tower has been gone. Alright. It's good. You don't want to go back there. Farm. We farm the ancients. Yasha now, okay. Tech is... They just left the PL there after pushing. Like the team is really not that good. He's close to his Blink Dagger though. And then you finish your Yasha. If in this case, I would suggest you to actually go back in here and then farm your Ancient instead. Because the guy is close to his Blink Dagger, and what is it for you? If he go for Blink Dagger, he can set up the tempo, right? He can keep on killing those guys. Because to me, you just completed your Yasha. So it's not a good distribution of farm. It will be a problem in the long run. This Mars is really bad. Yeah. He actually lost the laning stage, so you cannot blame him. It's the same thing on you, right? And then you cannot blame it on Mars, like everything. Because after the laning stage, like 10 minutes, they keep on going on the Mars instead of you. You should be happy that the Mars created space for you. Remember when OD and Sniper is in here? For the longest time, Mars is holding them up. You need to realize that the Mars is actually doing you a favor of you being able to farm this Maelstrom on the top lane. Because they are busy in the bot lane. Now you're committed. You're gonna die, I think. Although there is the arena, which is good. Run, and then Clarity, TP. Yep. Courier. TP now. Although it's... yeah, they're still dead. I mean, it's only Warlock though. You managed to get a kill on the Sniper, but... I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's... well, I think it's worth it now. Because they committed a lot of resources. But... in the long run, I don't think it's really worth it. Because you are the carry. You died in the process. If it's the SF and the Mars who died only, it's a very big win for you guys. But yeah, to my observation, you get away with this. Like again, Mars, your troll warlord should have been, died more than twice in this game, because they can easily kill you with their magic damage and controls. If they keep on going on you, of course, but yeah, they're happy into just farming. Like, you have nothing against them, especially PL right now. He will just burn your mana and then you cannot use your ulti. You're gonna die. And then magic damage on the, yeah, like right here. Double Yules, good. Yeah. after winning the laning stage on the OD, they didn't push the tower and then actively hunt you down. So yeah, that's why I said when I'm looking only on your itemization, this is way too greedy. But I think yeah, it's doing you a favor now because the enemy is not doing anything against you, like making moves on you. Look at them. They're going on the Mars instead of you. I purchased this for fighting actually. Okay. The status resistance is really good. Yep. But yeah, I think you should be happy in just farming right now because they're not pressuring you at all. And then later on you will be much stronger than them. Like around 25 minutes and above. Yeah, you cannot TP and join them because they can just still control you, especially with OD. BKB, okay. When the time that you actually win the fight, like kill the sniper and then force the Earth Spirit to go back, one of the things that I'm considering there is doing Roshan. Like taking the rush for yourself instead of running from this. Because they have no way to contest the Roshan, right? There's a lot of bombs in there. Maybe I don't know, maybe because you don't feel confident as well in taking the rush. But when I think it again, they don't have golem at that point. They have no sniper. You want the BKB? Okay. Playing too safe, but it's fine. I mean, yeah, it's never bad to play it safe. And I had no ulti, could have been a game loser. I don't think so. Because again, you have full bombs in there, right? And then there's no sniper and no golem to follow up. So what's the worry? What's the hero that can try to fight you? Only Earth Spirit? PL? I don't think PL will fight as well. OD could, but you have Mars, you have SF, Grim in there, like 5 of you. So yeah, this will be just a passive game, like farming the BKB. You should be really happy for this. Like, look at the map distribution. There's no one controlling 2/3 of the map. It's like 50-50 split. And then, okay, they use arena. You don't want to fight because you don't have BKB yet. You will just lose all of your mana. I don't think you should not fight. Yep, good call. But if that's the case, you could have TP to the bottom right away and then farm the ancients and then proceed to the bot lane, farm the creeps. But yeah, you just walk in here. You wasted like a minute now. Because yeah, you were thinking it twice. You don't want to fight because you don't have BKB, but you're kind of staying in the lane. Maybe you could get something, which is a bad habit because you're wasting your time in there. BKB is completed.
Bottom tower is under attack.
You should tell your teammates to smoke. Okay, you did it. You went for smoke. That's good. You have the smoke now. What's gonna be the next move? Given that the peel is there, you need to run to peel now. Smoke. Solo rush. Okay. Can you get away with this Roshan? Yeah, you're gonna ulti. It's good. I don't think. Okay. Wait. Always remember, Egor. This doesn't affect Roshan at all. The whirling axis. You're just spending your 50 mana in there. It's never gonna be effective to Roshan. It will not affect it. Yeah. You're just spending it. You're just wasting it. I mean, okay, you want to smoke? You have vision on the Warlock. Smoke pops. BKB. Check is. Okay. Now they have a time to react, but again, no sniper. We should actively win this. Okay. 627 gold. Keep going. Yeah, they're gonna fight now. We're so strong. Although you don't have BKB and ulti, but they cannot really fight you with the BKB timing. Now is the time to take over the game. But SF TP'd. I mean, it's fine. 2 cores are dead, but it's always gonna be hard for you to siege it, knowing that there is a sniper. And I think if the SF is in there, he can go for a blink and then use the sniper, and then he's gonna be dead, right? Aside from Mars, but Mars don't have any arena, which is actually a throw for me. Like it's not your fault, of course, but what you can do from that point, Egor, is tell your teammates to, you know, let's take the tier 2 first before TPing. Sniper is alive. You can blink use. You really need to blame this SF just so he will realize his mistake. You don't have mana, but it's fine. He died with the proc. Double damage. OD is there. No need to BKB. Yeah, it's good. Okay, slow. Fine. But you use BKB. Okay. Illusion. Okay. What's your next item build in here? Blink dagger. Okay. Just to jump the backlines, right? Especially sniper.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Puny Radiant hides behind their fortifications.
But it's in your backpack. Okay. Go on the OD, BKB. Okay. Blink dagger. Okay, cancelled. You should blink now. You should blink in there now, like here. Execution wise, like right here. When it's available and then you have Inkswell, blink to the sniper right now. This guy has no escape route. They can still run him down with Mars. I think this is an overcommitment on you, in which you can actually get away with getting more. Especially this core thing. He doesn't have 4 stuff yet. I don't think if you realize it. But yeah, since he doesn't have 4 staff, if you blink in, the Inkswell will be there to stun him, and then use ulti. The only save that he can do is, you know, by sacrificing his life. But the damage has been done, so sniper will just go back. Awareness. I mean, it's overkill for me. But it's fine, you secure the kill, but it's just a waste of opportunity to get more. PL, okay. Yeah, shrapnel, and then no one can. Okay, even the blink dagger has been cancelled because you went in there. Blink, he's dead. See it right here? You're so strong. Why no early morbid mass? I think his troll earlier got the neutral items of this Chief Vest, which is actually good for farming. I mean, I like the idea of having the lifesteal just to farm, to continue on farming, right? But he got the Chief Vest at that point, so he doesn't need the lifesteal. I mean, I like the idea of having the mask just to sustain himself. But he got the Chief Vest, so no need for that. So you don't have ulti in here. You just killed sniper. You took the racks. You can just TP and then yeah, BKB TP. You've taken the objective. No need to risk for more. You spent 50 gold, but it's fine. You're welcome. I'm glad that I could, you know, answer your inquiries. So farm again. What's your next plan in here? Like, SF is on top. Tekis is controlling bottom. What I wanted to do next time here is actively control mid and top. Specifically the triangle area, so you could have the high ground advantage. You need to tell the guys, especially the Mars, to come closer at this point. Region room. Blink dagger. Overwhelming blink. Okay. I mean, another good item Igor is actually Abyssal Blade in this game, just to blink and then lock down the target. Once you're BKB, the only way that they could save the guy is through the kick and then the astral. I don't like Troll Basher. I mean, even if you don't like it, you need to think about your options. Like, how to be more efficient in carrying these games. Okay? I try to never get it. Okay. But if you keep saying that you don't like this item and then you will not try into picking it, you're limiting the potential of your hero. I buy for sustain and PL. Yeah, you can buy it for sustain, but if you kill them first, you don't need the sustain if they're all dead. Right? If they're dead, they don't need sustain. Thinking about the overwhelming blink as well, it's that you need to actively use it in order to, to use it. And then it will only give you like 25 strength, right? If you think about 25 strength, it's like 500 HP. Base HP, 500. But if you go for Abyssal, look at the Abyssal here. It will give you half the HP, but there is the regen. I mean, not actually half, but it's only 450 because there's plus 10 strength as well. So 450. So there's only 50 HP difference between them. The overwhelming blink and then the Abyssal Blade. And then another thing with Abyssal is that you will have the damage, then HP regen, and then the active and the passive. So overall, I will say that the Abyssal Blade is much better compared to the overwhelming blink. If your reasoning is only sustain, Abyssal is gonna be much better for the sustain. 450 HP with 10 HP regen, and then the active and then the passive. Yeah, but what I think is that I already have blink, so my idea was just to upgrade it. Okay. But how much does it cost? 280. So 4.5k just to get the upgrade of the blink. Whereas if you go for Abyssal 4.5, you only you can just add 2k to it, and then you'll have the much better item. Because again, you can only use it once in every 15 seconds, right? Given that it will not be cancelled in the fights. But the only way that you can lock down the target is through the roots at this point. Having Basher is really better. Just so you have the additional lockdown to the target. Your team have Mars, yeah. Your team has already the initiators. Like the blinks on the SF, like Yules, and then Mars Arena. The good thing about the Abyssal Blade as well is the active, like it will go for blink as well. Yeah, I agree. SF didn't jump to the proper targets, but the replay analysis is for your troll. How to improve it, right? You win the game. I don't have any complaints about it. So sniper's there. Yep. BKB. Look at the OD. He didn't save the sniper there. Yeah. He's basically griefing the teammates because of not using the save. Your enemies are committing more mistakes than you did. All you need to do is just close out the game. Overwhelming odds, or overwhelming blink, not odds. I keep playing the LC. That's why. Yeah. Another good thing about Basher as well, or Abyssal, I forgot to tell you, is the damage overall, and more controls of course. Cheese. We didn't get the cheese. Yeah. Someone pick it up. Check this. Scaddy is good, but I feel like the enemy will just run away from you. Because, again, you will only rely on the root, right? If the OD is actively playing with a team, like, he can always save the guy that you jumped on. Like what happened earlier, although he didn't save the sniper. Scaddy for sustain. Okay. But yeah, if your idea is sustain, Basher can or Abyssal can give you that sustain as well. Your BKB. Satanic? I don't think he can actually attack the heroes. Because again, he's having a problems on locking down the target. Right? The problem of his troll right now, although he has the blink dagger, he cannot lock down the target. See what happened with the OD thing? Right? With the OD, you use the ulti, but he just run away. Uses the astral and then run away from you. That's it. But if you have the Basher, you could actually... You will not rely on just the slow from your overwhelming blink and then the whirling axis. You will rely as well on the bash and then the roots. In our bracket, much better to be reliant. Yeah, I agree. You need to be more surf reliant when it comes to the lower MMR tiers because the coordination and the communication is really minimal. This is a dive though. His teammates are Herald rank? No, it's Legend. Although it's a really bad it's a really bad dive, Egor. You said that the SF don't know which target to go, but you are doing the same thing. Like blinking to the wrong target as well. You're deep, and then the sniper is still there. Aside from sniper, you need to prioritize the OD as well for the saves. I don't think they have buybacks. Okay. Yeah, they don't have buybacks, but they managed to defend it, right? You are not able to close out the game with your ages. It's actually much better if you just siege the tower, and then if they commit on you, your Mars and SF will have a better time on getting the targets that you guys needed. But no, it's not gonna happen. Since you went for that play, your teammates is forced to follow you down the road. It's actually a dive. It's a bad siege. Dude, I will not keep on blaming the SF or even the Mars. I will keep on looking about the troll warlord itself because that's the student. I know that SF is really bad, but the fact still remains that if he just stayed in the tier 3, if Egor just stayed in the actual tier 3, okay, and then the enemy committed to it, because they will be forced to react on you, right? Because you are taking down their towers, you are taking down their racks, right? But how they can commit on you? They need to get close on you first, especially with the astral, right? He needs to go near first, and if he showed his face, that's the time that the Mars and SF can go. Right? That's the main idea about the sieging. You should wait your teammates start fight. Exactly. And how can they wait for the fight if the troll is diving as well? Right? The troll dove. That's why they are forced to follow up. That's the problem. He has ages. He has nothing to worry about actually. You can just wait, or you can just let them kill you first with the ages. Because how can they kill you with the ages? They need to commit a lot. Right? But what happened here is that you got so deep, when you respawn, your teammates are gone. Overestimation of power. Wrong siege as well. This is the biggest problem with the lower MMR players, is that they don't know exactly how to siege or how to properly siege without showing their advantage. It's actually a throw siege for me. I mean, in high MMR tiers, you will not see this quite often. Like in our bracket, like in the Immortal, we will always be patient, like which hero will show up, which hero we should go on the target. LC Mars actioning methods of players must initiate. Yeah, I agree. But again, the point is, if they did not commit to the troll, and then the guys dove, they can still fight, right? Because they still have the spells needed. But if you think about the siege itself, they cannot defend the tower without using any spells. You should be more patient. Like, let them use all of their big spells before you actually go, because you have Aegis, you have BKB. Just give your first life, it's fine. If you give your first life, and then you guys still have everything, and then they committed their spells, it's a virtual win for you, because they cannot kill you in second time. So Shiva's okay. Saving BKB. Go on the. You should go on the OD. Your team has good frontliners, but human coordination and communication, that's a problem. I agree. There's really a problem to them. But yeah, instead of doing random things, there is a systematic way on how could you siege the high ground much better. And that is the best example that I could give you. Let the Aegis guy take down the racks. If the enemy committed, like their spells, items, your teammates will have a better time for finding the crucial targets. And okay, they have vision. BKB. Okay. He uses BKB as well. He will not be able to use the Astral to himself. So yeah, enemy. You don't have BKB. You don't have ulti. You should be afraid of your life. You have no saving mechanism. With your teammates, they can go on you pretty much. They still have vision in there, right? And then you didn't tell your teammates about it. Like ping, where's the vision? When it comes to the late game, it's really crucial. Because one good initiation, it's life and death situation. Like right here. So the enemy has vision, for sure. With your Mars, Grimstroke, and you. Because that's where the area OD Astroed you. Okay. So how can you siege the tower? Or how can you end the game again? You need to wait for another Roshan. Which is, you know, will take some time. Because you cannot walk blindly in their high grounds, right? It's gonna be risky for you. This should not happen in the first place if you did it if you did the siege in the mid game or in the mid tower earlier. You have the idea, but the execution is really bad. That's something that you need to hone. You need to practice. Because those failed sieges will actually give the enemy chances into making a comeback in this game, because they get something, right? You are actively minimizing their farm and resources, right? They cannot leave the lane anymore. They cannot leave their base. But those skills give them something. You will dive again. Yep. You will lose the fight again. Again, bad siege. Always bad siege. You didn't even realize that there is observer. Yeah, it's the same thing over and over again, Igor. So I think that's the main reason why it goes much longer than it should be, even though you guys are ahead of the game. I feel like I've seen enough, Igor, and then I'll stop the analysis on your game, because I think it will just repeat itself. Right? Do you have any question for me? Where the fuck is Mars? He died. I mean, you have the idea, right? You need to wait for the ages, but you didn't do it. Alright, you have the idea about sieging high ground. No one tanks the damage? No. Like what I said with the mid siege, right? you can tank all of the damage because you have the Aegis, right? If they go on you, they will show their positions, and then the Mars and SF will have a better positioning or initiation. Yeah, when you don't have the Aegis, you just need to close the map, like control the map. You're controlling it. You don't need to just go right away. You need to have discipline and patience. This is the most common mistakes that they do in the lower MMR tiers. That's why the game